Welcome to episode 287 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
Reamer in the house. Woohoo!
Shirtless this morning, I see.
Shirtless. It's hot here.
It is hot. It's hot here also.
It's shirtless. Yes, of course I'm shirtless. It says right in the name. Come on.
You ever go shirtless in public, like not just your yard? You just go somewhere?
Not usually, no. I feel I don't have the body for that.
You're sending a message to people, too, when you just have elected to leave the house without a shirt.
Yeah, it's kind of like no more fucks to give. Fields been plowed out. And I mean, if I was super ripped, if I had it in me to be super ripped, because I don't. But if I did, sure, I'd go out without a shirt on.
If you look like Hugh Jackman and Wolverine.
Oh, no doubt. Are you kidding me?
Roided up.
I wouldn't go anywhere with a shirt on.
I wouldn't go anywhere wearing anything bigger than a medium for sure.
No. Oh, no.
I'd have to cut it off each night.
I would own nothing but tank tops.
Yeah. Hey, I had a Dan moment this week.
Uh-oh.
I haven't even told you about this.
You haven't. This is new to me.
So I was at Target yesterday.
Okay.
Stopped in there looking for something that they didn't have because it's Target.
Uh-huh.
And that's how they treat me. And I was leaving this lady, I'm going to say she's probably in her 60s.
Okay.
And for purposes of I'm not shaming anybody, but for purposes of this story, you need to understand she's a bigger lady.
Okay.
She parks her buggy right in front of the door to leave.
Oh no, are you kidding
me? So when I go to a store, I'm like in and out. Like I don't like browse. I get what I get, or I go in looking for what I want, and I'll leave. Go. So I walk with purpose when I'm in a store because I want to get the fuck out.
Right.
So I'm walking towards the door. She has her buggy parked like right in front of the thing.
It's a motorized one?
No, she's leaning on a buggy.
Okay.
So I like sidestep and walk around.
Mm-hmm.
And like squeeze in between her and the magnet things.
Yeah.
And she said, "Sir," and I turned around. She goes, "You could have just asked me to move instead of going around."
But why?
So here's my you moment. I said, "You could just not stand in front of the door too."
There you go.
And then I turned and walked off. Because I didn't have a problem with her. I didn't even say anything to her. Right. I made it work.
I just went around you. It's fine.
Like, why are you even addressing me? We don't have any problem.
Yeah.
I didn't make a noise. I didn't breathe hard when I walked by. Like, I just went around her.
Yep.
And she's like, "Sir, you could have just asked me to move instead of going around." I'm not the bad guy here.
Right.
Like, I'm not the villain. Neither one of us are. I'm just trying to get out the door.
Right. No, yeah. I understand completely. Yeah, and everything would have been fine, but she had to speak. She had to
I didn't want it to go to this. I didn't want to be that guy.
She had to say that. It is a Dan moment because that's where I get in trouble. Everything's fine. You know, I'm a pretty easy laid back guy. I'm like, you know what? This is bullshit. I'll make it work. And then because I'm the nice guy, someone decides they want to mouth off. Well, now it's game over.
So typically when that happens, I would just leave. Even after she says that, I would just walk off. But I was so caught off guard by, like, I don't even understand why we're talking right now.
Right. Why is there noise coming out of your face? I don't get it.
I could see if I walked by and was like, standing in the door. You know, I didn't do anything like that.
Or mom went home my fucking way.
Yeah,
something like that.
Nothing at all. I just sidestepped her. I juked her.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even come in her space. Like, I was able to get around her without being too close.
So there was room for that then.
I went on buggy side. Like, I didn't go on like the side where she's pushing. I went on the buggy side. Yeah. I walked right in front of her. I sidestepped. I mean, there was room, but there's not room. Like, if there was 3 people walking out, they couldn't have made it work.
Right.
There's enough for one at a time to squeeze through. She's standing there like, I don't even know what she was doing.
Just chilling. Yeah, I don't know why people do that.
Like, she was coming from, like, you checked out, but she didn't have any stuff. "Sir, you could have just asked me to move instead of going around."
Or you could not stand in front of the fucking door.
All right, look. See, you and I don't have a problem right now.
See, I can one-up you because I can go you one better.
Right. That's why
I'll see your ask you to move and raise you get out of the fucking way.
Right. I kept like a real calm tone to it, and I was like, you could not stand in the way. Like, there's a lot that we could have done differently, but it looked like we had both made our decision.
Mm-hmm. And it worked out for everybody until you spoke.
I chose not to have a conversation with you because I figured if you were the kind of person that decided you would stand right in front of the exit, I probably don't want to reason with each other.
I don't want to talk to you anyway. So,
right.
So yeah, I get that. I get it.
We're already coming from two way different places.
Yeah. Opposite sides of the tracks.
If I'm with someone and they're like standing in the middle, I'm like, move to the side.
I was coming out of a restaurant this week, and I went there for lunch. It's funny. Blew my mind. You don't usually see this, but there's two older ladies. By older, I'm talking they're probably in their 70s. They probably like meet once a week or every day for lunch or something.
I hope it's every day. I hope for that kind of life.
And they're talking, and I'm coming to walk out the door, and I can tell I'm going to hit them. So I was just going to ease the door open, maybe knock on it, so when we get out of the way. So I go to, and so I start to, and I just start cracking the door a little bit, and no shit, this is the exact comment. 72 years old. She grabs this girl she grabs her friend by the shirt, and they're both like not young. Grabs her by the shirt and like yanks her out of the way. Says, "Get out of the way, Mildred."
I'm like that too. I'm like, hey, don't stand right there. There's people trying to come through. Because people just are totally
oblivious to anyone else in the fucking world.
Yeah, they're the only thing that matters.
This is my aisle. No, get out of the way.
Yeah, move your buggy to the side and don't park it in front of some shit that everybody buys.
Right. Even worse, and you know what pisses me off worse, and I don't know why, because it shouldn't, is when someone is parked right in front of something that no one buys, but it's something I want right now.
Yeah, but I give them a pass because I feel like they were trying to do the right thing.
Probably, except for I want it. So I'm a little guilty of that too. I'm not going to lie.
But sometimes you'll go over there and someone will like leave their buggy right in front of the ground beef, and you're like, every fucker in this place is buying that.
And they're chatting, and they're over here chatting with somebody at their buggy.
Yeah, they're just ditch theirs right in front of the ground beef.
Like, hey,
I'm like, all right.
Hey, Carla, why don't you fucking grab your shit?
You know what I always want to do? I want to put both hands on their buggy, my foot on the bottom. I just want to shove that buggy.
Give it a push.
Yeah, I don't care where it goes or who it hits.
It's Carla's buggy. I don't know about it. Than mine.
No, I'm just trying to get some ground beef.
You know what mine didn't do? Hit you in the legs.
Yeah.
We're good.
Maybe if you guys want to hang out, you could catch up at one of your houses later on. Instead of the middle of fucking Walmart. But what do I know?
Well, Walmart is where you're running. I get that it happens.
Not where I run into people.
But, well, not you, no. But it's
if I see somebody I know, I go the other way.
It's because you don't know anybody. I do sometimes.
I don't want to hang out.
I do, but I come from a much smaller town than you do.
Yeah, I can't. Hey, what you been up to lately? Oh, how's work? Oh, hell yeah. Fuck, get out of my way. I don't care about any of that.
Does it really go to? Yeah. Does it really go to that?
Yeah. They talk until they're stupid. If we were supposed to be talking, we would have already know all this about each other. We're not good enough friends to keep up with each other.
Now, I am guilty, and I've spoken about it before. I am guilty of looking to, I think I know them. I'll come back to there. I do that, but some days I just don't care. Some days I also get in this position where I'm like, okay, everybody should be at work. I shouldn't meet anybody at this time. If I got out of work earlier and I said to go shopping on lunch or something, I shouldn't meet anybody. Oh, well, hey, Paula, what's up?
I walk in a place, I see somebody, I'm like, fuck. Why are you here right now?
And that happens. No, I understand that.
And then I just go to the other side of the store, like, I'll just try whatever I want later. Because I don't want to be rude.
Right.
But I also don't want to talk to you.
Get the fuck away from me, Karen.
Right. You're just throwing out random names.
I know, I don't know why.
Carla, Karen.
It's a thing.
Yo, Tony.
Yeah. Pedro. What's up, Pedro?
I like you. I like the diversity right now.
Hey, it's what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
I am what you call all exclusive.
When I went out yesterday, I had been working, had my work attire on. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go to Best Buy, but I was wearing khakis and a blue shirt, so I couldn't.
Yep, can't go. Bad things will happen.
I was afraid I was going to have to sell an Apple Watch if I went in. And they're like, do you work here? I'm like, I sure don't. That's why it's got a different name on my shirt than Best Buy.
Yep, I did. I have a blue Napa shirt polo that I wear with khakis, and I can't go to Best Buy either.
Yeah. I left Target. Target's right beside Best Buy here. And when I left, I was like, man, I'd love to go to Best Buy, but I can't.
Can't make it. It's not happening.
Yeah. It won't.
And isn't that the worst? Is they just don't. It clearly says another location.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like a Best Buy logo.
And can I get TV? You do whatever the fuck you want to. It's your money.
Hey, yeah, rip that one off the wall. We're giving it away right now.
I'm going to tell your manager. Okay. Sure.
Unlikely.
Go for it. That's Jeff. He's over there.
Right. Unlikely you tell my manager about it. I'm not sure you have a way to contact him.
Would you like my card?
Right.
It clearly doesn't say Best Buy on it.
Right. He's over there in washers and drawers. You could just go find him. He shops here also. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
And Best Buy seems to be the worst.
Yeah, it is. But you know why? We've spoken about this before, too.
Because you can't get help when you need it there.
Only when you're just in there and know exactly what you want.
Only when you're browsing can you get help.
Then you have 47 people that all of a sudden want to help
when
you.
When you're going to get the thing. Like I stopped in when Moss came out, and I was like, let me just grab Moss. You know, it's the day it came out physical.
Can I help you, sir? Anything I can help you with, sir? You find
right
what you
when
need,
I
sir?
walk through the door. Yeah. Blowjob, anything? I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
good. I just want to get back there to the section. Guy's like, all right. I get back there, and he's like, hey, what we shopping for today? Like, get away from me.
Right.
Like, I'm going to struggle through it for the next 4 minutes. I'll find it over here, and I'm going to check out. Like, I don't want your help.
But all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I need help with, fucking Ghost Town.
Yeah. And then I grab it, and the guy's like, hey, you still good? Yeah, get away from me. But then when I need to buy something, I'm like, hey, can I get somebody over here? And they're like, yeah, we'll call them.
And the worst part is when I'm like looking at movies, like I'm in the movies, looking at the movie section. Anything I can help you with, sir? Come on, dude.
What are these Blu-ray things?
Come on, dude. Really? First of all, I don't know if you realize how brick and mortar stores work, but you probably, number one, don't have what I'm looking for.
Right. I'm sure they don't.
But I can find it myself more than likely because I know what letter it starts with, and I know that you guys arrange things in alphabetical order, so I'm probably good.
I'm also confused by when I go through the register and someone goes, is that it for you?
Uh-huh.
Shit, no, actually, I'm going to grab some milk. You got this?
Actually, you'd be surprised. It happens to me all the time at my work.
It happens because you're asking that question. I don't give nobody an out. This is it for you because you're here. Yours is a little different, too. It probably takes them, like a minute to go grab what they need.
Well, they have to find it, usually.
Yeah. If you're at Walmart, though, it could be 6 minutes before I see you again.
True.
But when I went through the line, the lady said, is this it for you? Yeah.
Well, see, a lot of times what I find in my line of work is that people, particularly men, for whatever reason, not for whatever reason, I know why, because it's what's expected, but they are hesitant to ask for what they're looking for because they're supposed to be men, so they're supposed to know. I work for an auto parts store, by the way.
Yeah. Unless you're me, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
So then it's like, so is this all I need you for? Actually, do you happen to have brake pads for this vehicle? I don't know. Well, let's see. So, but that happens like more than you would think.
Yeah, I could see that there. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're in a big store, don't ask somebody if that's it. They got in line. That's it. Unless you work in the cigarette aisle. Don't ask somebody if they need anything else. They're in line. They don't.
Or the best part, did you find everything you needed today? Nope.
No. I've never found everything I needed in life at any place that I went.
Nope.
And I've been to some pretty kick-ass places.
I sure have not.
Yeah. Thanks, Linda.
You got your happiness and non-soul-sucking careers anywhere?
Got your work from home, but don't actually have to work?
Right.
Any of that laying around? Your overly full bank account?
Yeah.
Any of that?
$25 an hour for sitting on your ass? Where's that? Where am I getting that from there?
That's a fair number. I like how you didn't go too high right there.
No, I think that's a fair payment for nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
you weren't like, where's my $200 an hour for jacking off all day?
Right.
Like, no. That's too much. That's too much pay for that.
You really don't do exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you're not earning that.
I'm all about being fair.
If you've learned nothing from this show, it's that we're fair.
We are definitely fair.
Fair, and we are consistent. We don't like people to stand in front of the door or the aisle
We don't, but we'll tolerate it.
Just be mindful of your surroundings. That's all I ask.
I think it's more. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a burden when they do it, but like we managed to work our way out of it.
I didn't even really feel burdened. I just thought, what a weird place to stop your cart.
But people are weird. I'll just go on my way because I want to go out.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what you did. You basically nicely told that lady to shut her fucking mouth. That's what you did.
Yeah. Like I said, I usually just walk away, but it just went all over me.
Yeah. No, I understand. It happens to me.
Almost like she wanted an apology from me for her standing in front of the door.
Right.
That ain't going to happen.
No.
First off, it's 200 degrees outside, all right? So I'm already feeling some sort of way, and I have been working. So you're not going to get an apology from me for you being dumb.
Because I know people who have done that who are, they're older and not decrepit, but there's health issues. And I've been with people, and I'm like, you can't stand in front of I've been with them, they're family members. Like, you can't just be like, but I'm sick. I'm like, well, that's okay. You're sick. That's not a license to be a dick.
But you're sick and in the way.
You need to, you don't just have to like stand and catch your breath there. You can do it somewhere else.
You could actually catch it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 2 steps to the left, you could catch it.
Get out of the way.
If she had taken like 3 more steps, she would have been in front of the door that they bring the buggies in.
Yeah.
That you don't go in and out of.
Right.
It says do not enter on both sides. Not for customer use on both sides. She could have been there. No one was bringing buggies in.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
It just was so weird to me.
But people are very much caught up in themselves. There's consideration for others is a thing that's kind of gone away, it seems, in today's day and age. And that's a very much a generalization, but I think it's a fair one.
Even if you don't care about people, I mean, you should care about other people, but even if you don't, just have a little spatial awareness.
No, people don't. The thing is where people are is what they own. That's how people look at it. And the thing is, I know that the millennials get nabbed for entitlement culture, but man, that's fucking people.
Easy now.
That's people.
I technically fall into that category.
I know, and I said I know that you get talked about for that.
I get shit on for it.
I know.
So,
but
if
people in general aren't.
If you're in the freezer section, and you're all the way on the right side, and you're looking at something on the left side, when I walk in front of you, I still say excuse me.
Right. I do the same thing.
You don't own the fucking aisle, but I can see that you're trying to look at stuff in the path that I walk.
You're trying to be the nice person and be out of the way in case someone wants to get into that while you're looking. And
I want to thank you for that by apologizing for taking your vision off of the fucking frozen peas for 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Looking at my sweet, sweet bod.
Yeah, because I got a tank top on because I'm shredded.
That's right. Boom.
Yeah. Let me just get this off the top shelf right here in front of you. Yeah. Veins popping out everywhere. If this is your first time here, welcome. We talk tank tops and frozen foods every week.
Nice rollout.
We do. Yeah, you like that? I love a smooth transition. This is 200 and some odd episodes. We've been doing this a long time.
87, I believe.
287 of these. And each week we get together, we talk about some nonsense up front. We don't plan it because that, frankly, would take too much effort.
Where's the fun in that? Yeah, we aren't big on effort. Come on, we want $25 an hour to sit on our ass,
Well, we like to be spontaneous, so after we get that out of our systems, typically we'll talk about video games for some amount of time, depending on what's going on. Sometimes more, sometimes less, because that's how we roll.
This might be a less week. There's one story that I think is really awesome, and the rest are just kind of filler.
There's some
There's
definitely some. And let me tell you really quick, you can support us on patreon.com/Gamestitch if you love this show. If you can't get enough of it, if you're sitting here thinking like my wallet's too thick and these guys are too good, you could support us. If you don't think that, yeah.
I understand that's an affliction. That's a serious affliction.
If you don't think that, you can just tell people to listen to this show. If you really, really don't like it, you can get on iTunes, leave us a 5-star review, and tell us about it.
Yeah.
And those last 2 options don't cost you anything. But I want to say before we get into this, I went to I pull the news for this show from 5 or 6 different sites every week. without exaggerating, I bet there were. So what I do is, in a perfect world, I pull all week long. In most cases, I have to scroll back to Monday and start pulling from there.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I went through 200 Fortnite articles.
Oh, I bet.
Because of season 5 of Fortnite.
Because of season 5, yep.
Oh my gosh, it was all that was on every site. It didn't matter.
Yeah, I know. I pay attention to the news every day.
Here's what we know about Fortnite season 5. Oh, Fortnite season 5's here. Here's where you find the lightning bolts.
Oh, here's golf carts.
Yeah, here's the new golf carts.
Now
here's why this is the only game you ever need to play. Tips and tricks for season 5. I'm like, none of this isn't, and I sort out by news. None of this is even news.
Right. Now I get it.
So, if you don't like the news, you can blame Fortnite. Also, we've met the quota of speaking about Fortnite, so...
We have.
Now we can call this episode Fortnite Season 5 recap. Or whatever. Clickbait.
To bait the clicks, yes.
To bait the clicks.
Did you play anything this week? Anything different?
No. Rocket League has their birthday bash going. Their 3-year celebration, 10-year celebration for super acrobatic rocket-powered battle cars, which I just like saying.
It's all right there in the title.
It's good. It's good. So they have their birthday stuff going on. It's a pretty tight window for this one if you want to earn everything. So I've been playing a lot of that each night to make sure I'm where I need to be on getting the balloons and unlocking everything. And I'm just all up in Jurassic World still.
I'm still loving the evolution. Yes, you are.
Yeah, I think I'm 32 hours now. I've started work on... Let me tell you what I've done. I told you this last island was going to take me a little bit to get to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically a fossil hustler.
Okay.
I'm slinging them fossils.
Making them money.
Yeah, so what I do is I send out all these expeditions on the map where I have all this money, and then I extract DNA from the ones I don't have all of the DNA for.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, though, I jump over to the new map and sell it.
Okay.
So instead of starting with 2 million, I started with 25 million.
Nice.
I came in the right way, and I built my infrastructure. No dinosaurs, no fun, no shops, no nothing. I laid out my monorail all the way around. I laid out my paths all the way around. I connected my roads. I put all my power into one spot and then ran power all the way around the whole island.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent 20 million. And now I don't really have enough for any dinosaurs. But the park is set up for the long term.
Right.
So now I got to go back and farm some more fossils and probably get to another 20 mil. Build out this park, and then I just sit back and watch the money come in.
Right.
So I'm doing this one different than I did any of the others. Like I'm going in full bore on this one. Also, I just unlocked the Indominus Rex.
So that's going to be a thing.
I can't wait to see that eat another dinosaur and or people, because I'm sure you can't put it with anything else.
Probably not.
So that's exciting. I'm just working on unlocking everything and getting all of the DNA up to 100% on everything, and then I still think I'm going to go for the platinum. It's going to take longer than I initially thought.
But you're going to go for it?
I think so. Once I beat this island here, which is all 3 challenges, I will then jump into trying to figure out the best way to 5-star things.
Okay.
And I think in most cases, I'll just sell off all the dinosaurs I have, change the enclosures over to something a little stronger, and just fill it up with good dinosaurs. Because you can bring your rating up by putting, really good stuff in there. So if I take a T-Rex out and put an Indominus Rex, my rating's going to go up.
Right.
If I take out some of the generic-ass dinosaurs I have and put more popular ones in there, everything has a rating.
Right.
So I think I can get close to a lot of them just by upgrading what's there. Time will tell.
Time will tell?
I want to platinum it, though, because I love it that much. I already feel like it was worth the money for me.
That's probably is right up your alley.
Yeah. Howard went to Five Below. Are you familiar with Five Below?
I am familiar with Five Below.
Everything's $5 or below. It's all right there in the title, like super acrobatic rocket-powered battle cars.
That's right. Boom.
And they had Skylanders Imaginators for the PS4. And they also had the Crash Bandicoot pack. And he got both of those for me. So those, I've scooped that up. And then I went back there to check the one here. They didn't have any PS4 versions, but they did have one of the packs for it. So I scooped that up too. So we're going to play that together, and we might even stream it.
You going to play Imaginators?
Yeah, he got it too. And it's multiplayer. So I think we're going to try it.
Maybe I'll have to give this a look. See, I have a Five Below not far from my work.
Oh yeah, go check it out. I bet they got it.
I might have to go check it out tomorrow now.
So
tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow.
At Target, the Imaginators was still $60, and that Crash Pack was $30, and he got both for $10. $5 apiece.
Okay, better. Yeah.
A little 10 total. Let me be clear.
Yeah,
total.
Yeah. Got to be clear. We
totality. I just hit my head on the mic. Did you hear that?
I did.
I got excited about the Imaginators. I headbutted it.
I guess you did. I played nothing new either. I actually didn't play as much this week as I would have liked to. A lot going on this week. Again. So, did play some more Destiny. I really like Destiny. I'm getting to that point now where grinding is more important.
I love a good grind.
So I don't mind it actually in Destiny. So I played a little bit of that. I did play with one of my friends on the Xbox One too. So that was kind of nice. First time I played it with somebody. The Xbox One too.
That's what the next one's going to be called.
The Xbox One too.
The Xbox One too.
TOO.
One also.
Yeah.
Yeah. They could have called this one that.
They could have.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And then, of course, some Rocket League. Not as much again as I wanted. I've been practicing a lot in Rocket League rather than playing, so I'm trying to get the skills up. It's
important to practice. Now, it's not glamorous, it's not fun, but I can always tell a difference when I practice and when I don't on that game.
I can too.
Even for as much as I play, I can tell a huge difference when I practice because I work on a particular skill.
I noticed last night was the first time I really got to utilize anything I learned through practice, and I could feel the difference.
That game is something else.
Stomping people.
The game is something. Free on Game Pass. We're going to get to it later, but let's shout out for something coming later. Download that.
I'm going to have to. I forgot that. I'm going to have to get it for that.
Yeah. No more excuses for anyone who hasn't tried it. It's good.
No.
I wonder how hard it is to jump in if you've not ever played.
I don't know. I got a friend that my friend that I played Destiny with has never played Rocket League, so I'm going to try to talk him into it, I think.
Over on the Xbox?
Yeah, but I don't think he has Game Pass either.
Ah, gotcha. All right, let's jump into the news.
All right.
Big news cycle.
Ooh, here we go.
The big news cycle. Oh, little news music. Story number 1.
Fair and balanced.
Fair and balanced. A source you can count on. The Last of Us Part 2 will feature a non-playable character companion for Ellie.
That's what I hear. But we don't know who.
Yeah, it's not earth-shattering, but it does have the internet
a buzz.
Talking.
It's all a buzz.
Yeah, they're wondering who it is. A lot of speculation that you'll play with, where's the name here? The one that she kisses in the E3 demo.
Mina?
Yes.
And then I guess Jesse is Mina's ex.
Who addresses you at the very beginning of that.
Yeah. So...
those seem to be the leading candidates for who the NPC will be.
Mm-hmm.
So this all comes off of a Neil Druckmann interview, where he says, Ellie used to be an NPC, but now she's the protagonist of the story, so players will be controlling Ellie, but it's safe to say, with the game that we made in the past, that there will be some NPC with you for this story. Hopefully someone's not with you. I don't want it to be an escort mission the whole time, but hopefully someone comes in and goes out, and maybe multiple people. That would be cool, too.
Well, Ellie was with you the whole time. It wasn't an escort mission.
I didn't finish that either.
Oh, right. You didn't like the stealth, though, not because you didn't like the rest of it.
I'll tell you what, this new one looked a little stealthy, too.
Yeah. You're not...
A little stealthy.
But you like the stealth in Uncharted.
Not yes and no. Like, I try. I just suck at it so hard.
You aren't good at stuff.
Everything ends up in me just having just a fucking all-out battle.
I know.
I would be just as effective to run in the middle of the room and shoot straight up in the air just to get everyone's attention. Because that's what happens anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You did try.
Yeah.
But it was pretty horrid.
So, The Last of Us Part 2, you're going to have an NPC companion with you. It'll be interesting to see if it's totally non-playable or if there's small snippets.
Like there was in the first one?
Like there was, right. So it'll be interesting to see how non-playable. I know that sounds ridiculous to say, but I
want to know what's going on with good old Joel.
Your boy Joel?
Yeah, I like Joel. I want to know what's going on with him.
You know, probably got a job, house.
No, probably
mortgage,
not. That's not how the apocalypse works.
Car payment, you know.
He does not have a car payment.
9 to 5. Like he's just punching a clock somewhere.
It's very obvious you didn't play the first one.
I think that's where it was going.
Hey, I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
Turns into a city builder at the end.
Uh-huh.
You're like, this is weird.
The last of SimCity.
Yeah. Post-apocalyptic city builder doesn't sound terrible either.
No.
They have the
plus it throws in some stuff that like you got throwing radiation or protection from climate change or whatever.
So there's a PC game called Frostpunk.
Mm-hmm.
And basically that's what it is. Instead of steampunk though, think snow and ice.
Right.
But you have a giant jet engine in the middle of your town that basically that's where all your heat comes from.
Ah.
So you have to decide like what angle to put it at and how hot to let it burn and
Then where to put all the houses.
It's like a savage-ass city builder, though. And I like that. I hope it comes to consoles. If you're one of those
you'll be all
PC
in. You'll be all in, that's for sure.
If you're a PC Master Race kind of guy, you can pick it up now.
PC Master Race.
I don't know if I'll be all in. I mean, it takes dinosaurs for me to get all in.
Dinosaurs. Yeah, I can see that.
Not just dinosaurs. I mean, like, City Skylines I love, too. I mean, I do love a good city builder. I don't like to be frustrated, though.
I want to see a city builder that is Transformers-based, where you rebuild Cybertron.
I'd play that.
I would play that.
I get a little frustrated now when a dinosaur breaks out and starts eating people, and I have to quickly get everybody in shelters, and then my park starts losing money. I get a little frustrated now, but not big. Not big time frustrated. But if my people were all dying off because they were freezing to death, I don't know how that'd make me feel. That might pull me down a notch.
Maybe that's what you need.
Because as an overseer, I like to do the right thing.
All right, but maybe that's what you need is to be brought down to. Maybe it's just proof that you're not giving enough effort to your people.
Maybe. I don't know. We're going to stick with the Naughty Dog news right up front.
I'm just saying. Okay.
This is your Naughty Dog news.
Naughty Dog News Hour.
Nathan Drake doesn't take bullet damage.
This is such a stupid story.
It's a stupid story, but...
not the fact that he doesn't take bullet damage is stupid. The entire story is fucking dumb.
I'm amazed that it took this long for this story to come out. As someone who has played and enjoyed all the Uncharted's, I thought that Drake took bullet damage.
And it turns out it's not bullet damage. It's the red indicator you get when you're being shot isn't bullet damage. It's an indicator that your luck is running out.
Yeah, so that is your luck.
So it's your luck meter.
So it's just your luck running out. When he gets shot is actually the first time he gets shot. When he dies.
Yes.
So Drake not a bullet sponge, even though the enemies still are.
Yeah, right.
He's a one-hit wonder.
And bulletproof, apparently.
So they spoke about it. So but here's what happened. Here's how this story finally came out. According to Jonathan Cooper, he joined Naughty Dog's team, and one of the first secrets he was led on to was that Drake doesn't take bullet damage, and I appreciate him then taking that secret and putting it on Twitter.
Right.
Because that's how things work, Jonathan.
I don't think you understand what a secret is.
Right. And then, of course, fans immediately started freaking out, and then Amy Hennig...
Who can say whatever she wants because she doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, she replied and said, it's true. We did that because we felt that it made the most sense. Like, Indiana Jones doesn't get shot. Like, for the stories, for the characters, like, it didn't make sense for him to take... It also explains why there's no animation when that happens.
Yeah.
Like, when the red happens, he doesn't, like, roll his shoulder back like he just took one.
And I guess that's why... It also explains how he really doesn't look like he's been all shot up in cutscenes.
Because he's not.
Right, because he can't... He's bulletproof.
It also backs up that he is the luckiest bastard on Earth.
Yep.
Because they miss a lot.
With the strongest fingertips.
Yeah. Got them strong tips. You like steak tips?
If they're prepared properly.
Yeah.
Why, you got some going now?
No, I'm doing a podcast right now.
I meant in your smoker.
Oh, no. No. Think about smoking some bologna today, though.
Ooh.
Which is not a sexual act. It is actual... It's a bologna log, you know? It's a tube.
That makes it better.
And,
yep. Smoking the bologna.
It's super good.
Smoking the bologna log.
Yeah, it's super good on a smoker. A little prep work involved, but...
I feel like you said that wrong.
No, that's what it... I mean, that's what it is.
I know that's what it is.
Let me tell you the problem with society. Real quick. And I mostly blame the internet for this. I've probably told like 12 people about smoked bologna, and I get the same laugh every time. It doesn't matter who I'm talking to. Even people who you're like, really, you too?
Yeah.
But if you're like, I smoked some bologna yesterday, they're all like, oh yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah. How'd that go for your first time?
Good for you, yeah. Good for you. Strong to admit that right here.
Congratulations, my friend.
Like, no, I actually just smoked some bologna. They're like, no, we get it. We get it. I'm like, no, really. Smoke some bologna, put it in my mouth, you know. Gobbled it up.
That made it better.
More Uncharted news.
Stop.
More Naughty Dog news. Or maybe not. We don't know.
Yeah, we actually don't know what this is exactly.
Nathan Fillion appears to be trolling everybody.
Is he trolling or is he...
I don't know. So here's what happened. He posted a picture on Instagram of the rapper Drake, which is my favorite part of the whole thing because that's such a great way to do this. And it said Sic Parvis Magna, which is the thing that's on Drake's ring.
Yep, it says greatness from small beginnings is what it means in Latin.
So he posted a picture of the rapper Drake with that caption and the date of July 16th.
Which is tomorrow, because we're recording. Tomorrow from the day we're recording. Today, correct, if you're listening when it comes out. Yesterday, if you're... Or the day before. Or the day before.
You've made this really complicated. You could have just left it the 16th and they could have looked at the calendar.
I tried to do all the work for them.
Yeah. Now they're like, I don't know when it is.
It's someday.
Maybe it's happened. Maybe it hasn't.
It's June 16th.
It's July 16th.
July.
You're making it worse.
I'm going to stop helping.
So in case that wasn't enough, he then posted a follow-up, which was a treasure map with like a magnifying glass and a bunch of Uncharted-ass looking stuff laying around. Also with the date of July 16th.
Yes.
So now the internet's lost its mind. Here's where it gets complicated. For those that don't know, the world wants him to be Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie. He's not.
Well, and here's the thing about him not. The only one who has officially stated that he's not involved with the film is Variety magazine.
So, yes. Tom Holland's supposed to be Drake, right? That's correct.
Tom Holland is supposed to be Drake. It's supposed to be a prequel. However, it's important to note that Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 4 featured both a younger Drake and the older Drake.
So here's, in the story I read, the writer of the article, and I wish I could remember where it was from, they said they have a source who works on the project who says that he is not involved in any way.
Okay, that could be.
But here's the thing. That project is not really
going yet.
It's like that thing has been through some shit, let me tell you.
It's been in some serious pre-production.
Yeah.
Just listen to some of the stars who have been attached to star in this Nathan Drake movie. Mark Wahlberg, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Amy Adams, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Pratt.
Yeah. So
Mark Wahlberg would be a terrible Nate Drake, by the way.
I'd have to watch that just because.
I would too, but I would hate every minute of it. Chris Pratt would be a horrible Nate Drake.
It seems like they're going to cover the story from
Comic-Con?
From when he meets Victor Sullivan.
From on, yeah.
Well,
he was about 12 then, and Tom Holland's probably going to be playing around 18, 20, so.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like some of his first real adventures with Sullivan.
It will feel like an Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, it has to.
I also like Tom Holland, so I think that's okay too.
Yeah, I don't mind him. Did you see Homecoming?
No.
Spider-Man Homecoming?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. It was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't know what's going on here. Here's the big rumor is that he's going to host the panel at Comic-Con for the Uncharted movie. That seems to be the big internet conspiracy here. It just doesn't seem like something that you would do if you really wanted to be a part of that movie and weren't able to.
It seems like it's... that seems like a lot of build-up for a whole lot of nothing. I mean, you're hosting a panel.
I mean, maybe it could be anything Uncharted related. But it's still very weird...
that they have Nathan Fillion involved.
Yes, they could do anybody.
Yeah. Nathan Fillion, the guy who everyone in existence wants to play Nathan Drake. The guy who, over the course of 4 games, Nathan Drake has slowly started to look more like.
But, yeah, he's obviously voiced his opinion that he wants to do it also.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you get a paying job, I guess you do it. I mean, I don't know what kind of money he has. He's getting that rookie check now.
He is getting that rookie check.
The rookie or rookie?
The rookie.
The rookie. He's getting that check now. He's getting that Castle money still.
He's still getting Castle money.
Probably still getting Firefly money somewhere, too.
I don't know about... Firefly made him.
Yeah, but they rerun that anywhere?
Sometimes on Sci-Fi.
He might be scooping up some residual.
He might be scooping some up. But he does appearances all over the place. And maybe getting some of that 2 guys, a girl, and a pizza place money, too.
That's old school.
That's where Nathan Fillion got to start.
Ron Reynolds, right?
Ron Reynolds.
Yeah.
They actually eventually changed the name to 2 guys and a pizza place.
Yeah.
But it was 2 guys, a girl, and a pizza place for the longest time, and I watched it.
1 guy, 2 girls, and a cup.
Oh, no, that's different.
That's different.
That's kind of like smoking bologna. Different.
You gotta try smoked bologna. It's good.
Maybe I will. Live on the edge. I've had smoked bologna. I've never smoked a bologna, but I've had smoked bologna.
Yeah, it's surprisingly simple the way that I do it. I'm just following a lot of recipes I found online.
Huh.
But I like it a lot.
Well, it's good.
It's got a good bark to it.
Bark?
Yeah, nice smoke ring on it, and it only takes about 2.5 hours.
Bark.
It sounds like you're saying fart.
Bark.
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 Like tree fart.
Tree fart.
Tree bark.
Tree fart.
Did you ever have a tree fort growing up? Tree house?
Yeah.
I wanted one, never got one.
That's sad.
Did you build your own?
My stepdad helped me, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this before. I remember now.
Traps.
Yeah, you almost killed someone.
My sister, yeah.
We alluded to it earlier, but the Xbox Game Pass. Also, it is Game Pass. If you've been saying Games Pass, stop. Doesn't have an S on it.
We call it Games Pass all the time. Don't worry.
Be correct, people. Game Pass
Games
has
Pass
added 2 new games.
It's not a pass for 1 game, though.
It's a Game Pass. Xbox Game Pass.
Games Pass should be Games Pass. Games
and
Pass
it is actually
better.
called Xbox Game Pass. It is the full name. It has Xbox in front of it, too.
I know it does.
Xbox Game Pass.
Xbox Game Pass. That's so hard to say.
Yeah. They've added 2 new games. Rocket League, which we all know why you should be playing Rocket League. Also, if you haven't, check it out because it's got the Gears of War and the Halo cars.
You have to buy them, though, don't you?
No, they're included.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
So some extra there. You know, the PS4 had the Twisted Metal van, and then the Switch has the Mario Luigi car plus the Samus's gunship.
Uh-huh.
So it's cool to see those exclusive cars. The second game is a brand new release, or brand newish release.
March 2018.
Yeah, Warhammer's Vermintide 2, which a lot of people really, really like.
Yeah, apparently it's like Left 4 Dead 2 in the Warhammer universe, or Left 4 Dead 3 in the Warhammer universe. Well, a lot of people are calling it.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing a lot of. It's just cool to see them scooping up some newer games and putting some value on this old Game Pass.
Not that Rocket League is new, but Rocket League is timeless.
Brand new, just came out. Launch window, 3 years.
On Game Pass.
Game Pass.
See, I said it right. Xbox Game Pass.
I think you say it right more than you realize because I'm always listening.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, maybe.
I mean,
I usually just call it Game Pass.
Sometimes I say Games Pass, but I try not to because I understand it's Game Pass.
Yeah, but you don't have a problem calling it a GIF and it's pronounced GIF.
I mean, it's definitely a gift, though.
In case you're listening, buddy, you know who that was for.
Right. Yeah, in case you just want to make sure that we get too many emails, you can also say, is a hot dog a sandwich? Because that seems to be the new thing that everybody fucking wants to lose their mind about. It's not, by the way. It's complicated.
I also, in case you're listening, you're the only one who's going to know what this means, but it's definitely a strawberry. He'll know what it means.
Yeah, because I don't.
I know.
I do like strawberries, though.
I do, too. I like watermelon as well.
Oh, man. I love a melon.
Mm.
Watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew. Put a melon in front of me.
Muskmelon's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watermelon, though.
There's not a bad melon.
Watermelon is the pinnacle.
It's kind of the top tier, yeah. The top tier of melons.
You put like a good in-season, like ready to eat watermelon and take a bite of that thing when it's cold.
Yeah, but what's funny is even melon is the only fruit that like different species are like for different meals. Like watermelon shouldn't be eaten for breakfast. That should be part of your like picnic dinner.
But honeydew and cantaloupe are fine.
They're fine.
Maybe even encouraged
for breakfast. Yeah, you put those on there with some apple slices and some grapes.
Yeah, usually accompanied by grapes.
Some granola. You're good, man.
A little bit of yogurt. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I won't turn down watermelon at any hour, though, but I would agree that it's not a breakfast food.
Right. Like potatoes. Potatoes are potatoes. You know. Even though there's different kinds. There's sweet potatoes. There's,
Yeah, but potatoes can get crazy, too. Like, you can do a good hash in the morning.
Yeah, but the thing is at that point you change the name. It's no longer potato. It's
but
hash
it's still
browns.
Potatoes.
Like melons are but you don't change it to like you don't change the melon name for different meals.
It's true.
It's melon. But with potatoes you got to change the name to make it. You got to have hash browns. You got to have home fries.
Also,
why aren't they? But if you have them for dinner, you don't have home fries for dinner. You have fried potatoes, which is the same fucking thing as home fries.
Also, shout out to melons for looking different too.
Yeah, they always look good.
They're easily distinguished. Like I can tell a honeydew from a watermelon and a cantaloupe from 20 feet away.
Yep, I agree.
They're like bright orange, bright green, and fucking neon like reddish pink.
Yep, I'm with you.
Now, I will say, when you look at a watermelon, can you imagine the first person to break a watermelon open? You're like, yeah, I don't think we should eat that.
Yeah, it probably look a little off. It almost looks alive.
Yeah, it looks alive. That's what I was saying. It's real body-like inside.
Which, to be fair, it is alive. It's a plant. Plants are alive. I understand
it looks
that. But what I mean is, it's like, yeah, like alive.
Yeah, like, it looks like a thing.
Like not like fruit alive, like alien infestation alive.
Mm-hmm. And that brings me to our next story.
Alien infestation.
Rainbow Six Siege. So Ubisoft has put in this auto banning feature in Rainbow Six Siege for players who use hate speech.
Yeah.
It's something they talked about doing a ways back now, and I think it's been in for a while, but I think they made it a little more aggressive. Is that what happened? They made it a little checking for a little more.
They've made it a more aggressive, and they've made it auto. It's an auto ban.
Right.
As soon as the system picks it up, boom, you're out.
Now here's how shitty the world is.
For like 25, it's like for 25 minutes, and then ramps up for each infraction after that.
27 minutes also. How random is that?
Is it 27?
The first ban is for 27 minutes.
Huh.
Somebody's like, 25 is not harsh enough. Add 2 more minutes.
Tag another 2 on there.
Yeah. So it's 27 minutes. The crazy thing is, like all things, people are now using this to their advantage.
Well, yes. I don't know if it's to their advantage, but they are. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to have different opinions on this, but
they are griefing people to encourage them to do something that gets them banned.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say using it to their advantage, because they're trying to get that person kicked out.
Maybe. Yeah, that's probably correct. However, who's the kid?
I think his name's actually Kid.
Kid 1337 Kid or Leak Kid, whatever.
Yeah, that's Reddit user.
Leak Kid is a Reddit user. I think he puts it best. You can't bait somebody into being an asshole. That's already there.
I'm not saying you're making these people be bad people. You're making them say a thing that they would already say, though, for your benefit. Because either you like to watch the world burn, you like to get someone kicked out, or you don't want to play against them.
How do you bait somebody into saying hate speech? For example, listen to this example. This is what the Reddit user Rookboy said. I feel like a dick, but I used this to my advantage earlier today. In a ranked game, I typed in chat, "Don't be a racist," and the enemy got instantly kicked because I baited him into typing something racist. Don't be racist? How does that bait somebody into being racist?
Because someone's like, you're not going to tell me what to do.
But that's still on them.
Right. It
for
is
making
on
a bad
them.
decision.
I'm not saying like that these people are the reason they're banned. It's not that, but they're using it to their advantage.
Well, that's fine. Rules used to people's advantages, used to different people's advantages all of the time.
But
so do you think they should stop? Do you think they should stop goading people into saying racist things?
A little bit. I mean, the whole point of having this system was to reduce it, not to encourage people to encourage other people to use it.
That's,
I
can't even wrap my head around what you're saying. Okay, it doesn't matter what you say, what somebody were to say to me, I would not say something.
Oh, but I 100% know people that racist. You could say something to them to get them a response that you want out of them.
Well, that's fine. Then it's still on them. I can say whatever I want to them. It's still on them.
I'm not blaming them, but any place where there's more hate speech, I don't want that. So no matter whose fault it is that it's happening,
that's already there.
That's already
there. Just because they were hiding it doesn't mean it's not there. Just because it's not on the open doesn't mean it's not there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can't eliminate it altogether. What they're trying to do is get rid of it in the open. Because Ubisoft's not going to be the people who just get rid of racism.
Like they're not going to. They're
not going to cure. Yeah, it'd be great.
It'd be awesome if they were, though. Ubisoft wins the Nobel Peace Prize.
They're not going to fix racism, but what they're trying to do is take it off of their platform.
Mm-hmm.
And the unfortunate side effect of doing this is that now people are encouraging people to do it.
Maybe I just can't wrap my head around the idea that someone else can force me to say something that's going to cause me harm. If that happens, whatever the reason, you fucking deserve it. If you got goaded into it, it's on you.
So on Rocket League, if not so much hate speech, but if you just get hardcore with somebody, if you drop language on them, they ban you from chat.
Uh-huh.
Our friends have gotten banned because they fed into the drama.
That's
they
true.
have gotten other people banned.
That's true.
Because they talk shit and it gets in someone's head and they lose their cool.
I've never been banned.
But I don't even have chat on, so I'm not getting banned.
Right. Which sometimes that's a choice you have to make.
With Rocket League, it could be, like I said, it could be anything. But if there was something out there where you knew they got banned, I firmly believe you'd have people trying to say something to get you to say one of those things, even if...
Probably, but be a self-thinking human being and don't fall into that trap.
Yeah, but it's like you think I'm blaming the person that's doing it. I'm not blaming anybody. The shithead is still the person that said it. My point is, what they did to get rid of it is encouraging people to encourage other people to try to use it. That's the part that sucks about the whole thing, because I'm all about banning people who act that way.
I mean, how is that different from any other rule, law, policy that gets put into place, though?
I mean, I don't know. You're like, hey, drinking and driving's legal. I don't hear people out there encouraging people to drink and drive.
Oh, you don't go to bars, do you?
No, but I don't assume that there's just a big group of people going, hey, man, get totally shit-faced and try to drive home.
There are not big groups of people, but there are people that do that.
So...
as a matter of fact, I can tell you an exact conversation I've heard. Hey, did you drive your truck? No, I knew I was going to get shitty, so I drove the four-wheeler.
Right. Yeah, but that's not somebody that's not someone going, nah, fuck it, you're good, go ahead.
No, I'm not saying, no, but you're misinterpreting. They use those laws to any policy, law put into place, they use to their advantage in some way. Yeah,
I'm not mad at the person using it to their advantage. I'm just mad at the situation has become like, awesome, I'll get this guy to show his racism. Uh-huh. Before, I didn't like it, but I wasn't trying to get him to. Now I'm going to try to get him to show it. Not because I want him to get banned, but because I want to use it to my advantage.
Him being banned is used to your advantage.
Right, but it's not so... I mean, it's not so, oh, I want this person in trouble. It's because he's a racist. I want the advantage for me.
I don't know. I guess it's manipulation, and...
I'm still not mad at the person doing it. I just feel like the whole thing feels like I'm glad that Ubisoft was like, we have to do something. It just sucks that everybody's like, cool, I'll win more now if I can get people to be racist. Like, that's not...
Yeah,
that doesn't feel good.
You don't get people to be racist. That's not how that works.
You get them to be racist out loud. That's all they're trying to do.
You get them to express their views out loud.
Right, that's all you're trying to do.
Racism is inherent. Somebody doesn't just, I'm gonna talk this guy into being racist so he gets banned. It's not.
They're talking him into saying it, though.
Yeah, they're talking into saying
that's
it.
all anyone's trying to do. You're not changing someone. I mean, Ubisoft's not making someone not racist by banning them for 27 minutes either.
True, I understand that.
But people are trying to get people. They're encouraging them to say that or to tell a joke that's inappropriate or whatever it is. Because they want them to get banned. So now you've created a culture of people who are trying to make it happen.
I don't know if it's a culture. You make it sound like it's like a small country doing this.
This wasn't the only article I read about it.
No, it's not the only article I read about it either. But
with a different set of people, so it's probably more widespread than these two dudes.
We both know from Rocket League with some of our friends that
Rocket League is a shitty culture.
They've tried to do this without any bans being in place.
But Rocket League is a shitty culture.
Well, they're all shitty cultures. Well, not all of them. That's not true. That's not true.
Now, there are a lot of games that don't have it, but Rocket League has a very toxic culture. That's why I haven't had chat on even before there was a ban in place.
Yeah, I have had mine off for probably 8 months.
And then, Howard will tell me, oh, this guy's talking shit about you. I'm like, no, he's not. Because for him to talk shit about me, I'd have to hear him talking shit about me. So
exactly.
He's not doing anything to me.
No, I guess I understand what you're saying. But I don't. I understand your point, but I don't care.
I just don't think we ought to be out there encouraging people to show that so that we can have a leg up in a game.
I don't. I think that policy as it stands is a good policy to have.
Oh yeah, me too.
And how whatever happens.
But I don't know that you should be.
If people are going to be stupid enough to speak about that stuff, be goaded into it, then they deserve their 27 minutes in timeout.
Maybe I don't care about those people. I'm just saying maybe we shouldn't be out there being like, hey, please be racist because I'm trying to win this match. That's all. That's where I don't love it. I just wish we could.
If you're gonna go with that, then why don't we start with don't be racist? I wish people weren't racist. Because then this wouldn't even be a problem.
Because you're not changing that. It's like maybe we don't encourage people.
Yeah, but your basic premise is that people are being shitty.
Yeah, people are being shitty.
Okay, well, that's because people are being shitty.
Right. So what I wish, though, is we could be a little less shitty.
I wish that no one was shitty.
So,
but it's not going to happen. So this stuff stays in place, and think for yourself, and don't be goaded into saying stupid
I don't
shit.
want the... See, I think you keep making it like I don't want this to be in place, or I don't want them to get banned.
No. I'm not making it like that.
You could ban those people forever, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, you're taking that, but what I'm saying is you're taking this whole issue and you're simplifying it to the people that are using this to their advantage.
Yeah. To me...
It's a much bigger thing than just those people. Basically, what it basically sounds like you're saying is, hey, you people doing that, don't be assholes.
I'm saying don't encourage it. Because the policy is in place to help eliminate as much as possible. That's my thing. So if they get banned for 27 minutes, maybe they wouldn't have done it if they didn't get baited into it. And yes, it's their fault for getting baited into it, blah, blah, blah. Who cares about those people? They suck anyways. Mm-hmm. But maybe everybody else didn't have to hear it if you weren't on there going, hey, say this, say this, say this. That's all. Because there are very gullible people out there.
Well, fuck those people.
There are people very easily baited into anger or whatever they're predisposed to do or whatever they believe in or whatever. I just don't like it.
Well, I think if you have those people that they can't be goaded into it, they're already there.
There are plenty of people that get goaded into it. Whether you want to believe it or not because you're not that person. I mean, our friends do.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean,
every
I understand
single night.
Yeah, I understand it. But I don't get it.
I mean, I don't. You're not. I'm like I said. I don't even. If you guys aren't on, I don't even talk to anybody. I never have chat on. Like I don't in any game. I don't communicate with anyone unless it's someone I know. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to be encouraged to do anything. I just think we probably shouldn't be out there being like,
Well, I'm not going to be encouraged to do anything because I don't hold those beliefs in the first place. So I'm not.
Yeah, me either. But if it was a belief that you held that most people didn't like or that was hurtful, I just don't think people should be out there encouraging it. That's all. Don't encourage bad behavior.
Well, let's start the list of things that shouldn't be happening. How much time you got?
Yeah, but this is something we could change. Like, this is a simple one. Just don't ask people to show how fucking gross they are.
I think you're right. I don't think we can change it.
Yeah, if everybody starts working on that, you could change that. Because there are good communities of games.
You can say that about every
but
single
there are plenty of
idea out there.
There are plenty of examples of communities that don't have that. Mm-hmm. Some of them have rules in place like this. Some of them don't. But there are plenty of examples of great communities. I just think if I had a player base, if it was my game and I had a player base that was out there encouraging people, I would probably have the same message that I have right now, even if it was my game. If that means that you don't play over here anymore, then I'll lose both of you before I want a community of people encouraging people to be shitty so that they could maybe win. Because to me, that's not worth whoever might get hurt because whatever's said.
I guess. Yeah.
That's all.
I don't know. Sometimes it takes shitty to fight shitty, so that's... War ain't pretty, my friend. War
I guess
pretty.
if you encourage somebody to say something, they get a 27-minute ban, but 12 people fucking feel like shit and never play that game again, that wasn't a win for me. I guess is where I get hung up on. It's like, you might be fighting shitty with shitty, but you didn't win.
Well, you didn't win the battle. You're still fighting the war.
Because you encourage that and people, I've said it before, people online are shitty. I can't imagine trying to be a woman and play a game.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not out there encouraging people to be shitty to women just so they can get thrown out. I would prefer they all be great to them. So that's really all my point is, that I can't fix the world, but if you listen to this and you're one of those people, it'd be great if you didn't do that.
My thing is, all of you people don't be shitty.
Yeah.
Just get on and play your game and have fun. And if you're playing with other people, then enjoy those other people. And then none of this is a problem.
I mean, I think that people would realize that they would enjoy themselves more and have more fun if
yeah, no doubt.
They helped facilitate that community.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree with that 100%.
I mean, I know people who...
And that's for all those people. That's the people who are goading racists. That's the people who are being racist, who are being sexist, who are being...
I mean, we have friends that have quit playing games because the communities were so bad.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, that's
really sad for a thing that you love that you had to quit doing it because the other people that do it are not good people.
I'm lucky that I've never had to do that. I've never been in that position.
That's because you don't have chat on and stuff. I guarantee you there's stuff that you'd play where you'd be like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. If you were talking to the group that plays those.
Well, I mean, and when I play Destinies, I have my microphone on and stuff when I do some of the strikes with people. And but I'm also, I also have a sense of self-awareness in a certain way. Well, come on, I go, hey guys, look.
You sound like you're rolling a bowling ball around right now too.
Sorry, I'm swinging my drink around. I'm sorry.
It sounds like a bowling ball.
It's not a bowling ball.
I thought you were about to pick up a spare.
But but I'm also upfront being, hey, look, I'm a level 3. My power level's 340. This is like my second strike. I'm probably not going to be awesome. Are you cool with that? Yeah, sure, man. We'll help you through.
Oh, there are great communities out there.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. Their communities exist. Is there a small piece of every community that's full of bad people? Probably. But there are some places that drown out the bad so bad that those people are afraid to say anything because they will get fucking demolished.
Right.
By that community. I would love to see more effort put into that instead of baiting people to say something. Even though those people are already shitty people, which is why they're going to say it to start with.
Yeah, but when I start when I start off like that, I've never had a problem. I have never had a problem with anyone I've played with on the first Destiny or Destiny 2 when I've just come from the start and said, hey, I'm no superstar. I'm 43 years old. My hand-eye coordination isn't what it used to be, but I like this game. And I want to level up. If you guys don't want me in, let me know. I'll leave.
Yeah, I don't play anything that requires that.
No one's ever said no, man.
Just be a good person.
Be decent.
If you have ears and are listening to this, be a good person. I think we have good people to listen, but be a good person. All right, that's it for the stories.
That's all we got now.
A lot of Uncharted, a lot of Naughty Dog, a lot of Don't Be Shitty.
Yeah.
A little bit of Game Pass.
Don't be a shitbag.
Now it's time for our newest, oldest segment, Gone But Not Forgotten, where we reach back in our gaming past. We tell you about an old gem. We let you know why we loved it in hopes that you check it out too. Now, last week, Dan alluded to the fact that we may not be doing this a whole lot longer.
I did.
Let us know what you think. So we have some feedback. We would like some more. So at @game_stitch or email us podcast@gamestitch.com. Hit us up independently, however you want to contact us. Let us know. I want to get a pretty wide slice before we just make a decision.
Yes, we need to know.
But it's your turn this week.
I know it's my turn, and I had one and I lost it, so give me just a second because I got to find it again.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Still here. There it is. I don't know if anybody remembers this I think it was for the Nintendo. Booger Man.
I remember Booger Man.
A pick and flick adventure.
Why do I think Booger Man was for the Genesis, though?
No, it wasn't for the Genesis. But it's basically like a Captain Planet type thing. Yeah. You get... Booger Man sneezes near a machine, and remember that laugh? That's stupid.
So it was on the Genesis
it was on Genesis.
94, and then hit the Super Nintendo in 95.
And I played it on the Super Nintendo.
I played this thing on the Genesis. Also, funny you should bring up Booger Man. I think they tried to kickstart a new Booger Man, and it didn't reach goal.
Really?
Like real recently.
Booger Man was gross.
Booger Man is gross.
It was fun. It's fun, though. It was a whack job of a game. It was like playing off the Toe Jam and Earl type thing.
Yeah, that's really the vein that I think they were trying to come off of.
Yeah, was Toe Jam and Earl. But when the enemies died, it sounded like farts.
The name is great. A Pick and Flick Adventure is good.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it, and I just remembered that game. I was like, oh, man, what was it? Then I looked it up, and I was like, Booger Man. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think they just recently tried to kickstart Booger Man, and it failed.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real shame.
We needed another Booger Man.
It was on the Wii Virtual Console, too, in case if you want to go back but not go too far back.
Oof. Booger Man, a pick and flick adventure.
That's this week's Gone But Not Forgotten. If you have one for us, make sure you hit us up on Twitter at game_stitch using the hashtag GBNF, or tell us to kill this. Take it out behind the barn.
And it should be noted that Thomas has a Gone But Not Forgotten this week.
Sweet.
His Gone But Not Forgotten that he had incredible amounts of fun with when he was a kid was Buck Bumble. Do you remember Buck Bumble?
I don't, but Buck Bumble does sound like a porn.
Buck Bumble?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a honeybee porn to me.
I don't know there's... Is that a thing?
Everything's a thing, my friend. Everything's a thing.
But it had cool fly-on-the-wall mechanics, and it worked well as a shooter. Had cool flight mechanics, is what he says. And the split screen was a blast.
It looks legit.
It does look legit.
Came out for N64. The year is 2010. And as a result of the previous spill at a chemical factory in London, England, the insects in the surrounding area have mutated.
Yes.
Several different types of these mutated insects gathered together, becoming the evil herd, who are bent on taking over the garden and eventually the whole world. The game casts the player as Buck Bumble, a volunteer bumblebee, which is weird. I don't know if you get to volunteer to be a bumblebee. A volunteer bumblebee that gets
I guess you do if you're mutated.
That gets implanted with cyborg technology. I guess he volunteered to get the cyborg technology.
He's a bumblebee that volunteered.
Yeah. But it says a volunteer bumblebee.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That's bad grammar.
He is part of the organization known as the Resistance.
Which is, the most generic name
that is trying to stop the evil herd army. Buck's mission sent him to defend the Resistance base, attacking the herd supply lines while traveling through sewers and eventually fighting the herd's mantis-style queen. I gotta be honest, that write-up, it sounds pretty good to me.
I'll play it.
I don't think I've ever played Buck Bumble, but I would. First off,
I don't think I have either.
I love bees. Yeah, I love bees. I love volunteer bees, I guess, the most. I don't know. They sound like good bees.
Those are my favorites. Right, they got good hearts.
Yeah, they're out there just doing stuff for other people, other bees. That's Thomas's Buck Bumble. That's not his Buck Bumble. That's his Gone But Not Forgotten Buck Bumble.
Yes. Thomas's Gone But Not Forgotten.
On the Nintendo 64.
64.
Now it's time for shout-outs. Remember, if you help us, if you support us over at patreon.com/Gamestitch, the $10 tier, you get a shout-out each and every week. If you don't give us one, we give you one because you know what? It's your time.
And we actually have some this week.
Woo! Shout-out time.
They're not shout-outs, they're more quotes, but I'm making them
Woo!
shout-outs.
Quote time.
Thomas says, in reference to episode 286, Ark, the game Ark, has a Battle Royale mode. Works like you'd think. Not bad, honestly.
I'm sad that I never played Ark.
No? Yeah?
Seems like the kind of thing I would have loved, but that's a community that I hear is super toxic, and Thomas has even spoken about it.
About it, yes.
So that's disappointing.
Yes, he has. So, but he says that they have a Battle Royale mod in it. So. And Garrett, upon hearing the news that Code Vein has been delayed into 2019, all he's got to do is the knee drop in the rain, raises the fist to the air, lift your head and say, no!
I feel like doing that every day.
Like when I wake up.
At some point during the day. No, it's always like, thank goodness I woke up.
No!
Another successful night where I didn't die. But somewhere around lunchtime.
I mean, personally, if I'm going to go, I'd like to do it in my sleep. That's like the way to go.
Yeah, I don't mind that, but I'm not quite ready. I'd give it just a little bit more time,
Oh, whenever. I'm good.
Monday, Tuesday, whatever works.
Whatever happens. I'm done fighting it.
Wow, that might be the saddest thing I've ever heard you say.
I mean it in a good way.
Yeah, just giving into it like I'm in at this point.
It's gonna happen. What the fuck?
Death, you are my bitch lover.
I'm not beating it. I'm not getting out of this one alive.
I mean, it's not crazy with technology. You think we could live 200-300 years?
Sure it is. I can tell you this much. I don't want to live 200-300 years.
Think of how much shittier it'll be in 300 years.
Right now, 75 seems like, oh, that's too long.
I would argue that right now is the best time to live.
Like in this time period,
Yeah.
or?
Yeah, we have it pretty good.
Well, I mean, compared to the past, yes, that's called progress.
Yeah, the problem is that we're slowly destroying everything, so I don't know that the future is going to hold the same progress.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't think we've peaked yet, but I think peaking happens this century.
Have we peaked, though, you and I?
Oh, yeah, I'm way past peak. I'm way past. I peaked before my brain was fully functioning.
There's something to look forward to. I want you to sit back and really think about whether or not you've already peaked in life.
Yeah, sit back and know that it's already been as good as it's ever going to get. You just don't remember.
Yeah, when I was 6.
Yeah. Shitting your pants, nap time, playing with toys.
Oh, 6 is too old to be shitting your pants.
Nah, it depends on who you ask.
Depends whose pants, I get it.
It depends on how lazy you are. Depends if people are still changing them for you.
Yeah, it's acceptable to shit in your pants as long as someone's still putting a new pair on you.
Right.
When you do it and someone goes, stop shitting your pants, go change, you've shit your pants too long.
Yep, you're past that. You've gone too far.
Remember, if you want to follow us on the social medias, I am at Podcast Ryan on Twitter. Dan is at Shirtless Dan, and together we're at Game_Stitch. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Gamestitch. Sometime we stream. When we do, it's on there. Also, twitch.tv/Gamestitch. If you hit the subscriptions, the notifications, you'll know every time we go live on there. Also, try to watch the Twitter because we usually put it out on there.
It's true.
That's going to do it for us.
We done.
That's going to do it for the show. Still going strong after all these years.
Yeah, I really got to get back into streaming. I haven't streamed anything in like 2 months.
I've been holding down the fort, though.
I know.
Fortnite.
Well, there was I guess, stop it. I guess there was a couple months there where I streamed more than you, so I don't know. We're good.
Yeah, we've already got one in for this month, too, which is all we promise is one. Remember, we always want to do extra, but we very rarely do.
I want to do more. I'm just I'm into the thing in Destiny. The only time I turn on the PS4 is at night when we're all playing Rocket League.
Stream out that Destiny.
I don't know. It's really complicated to do from the fucking Xbox.
No, just stream it to Twitch. We'll move it over to YouTube.
I won't let me do the Twitch thing again, remember?
Yeah, I can reset that, though. So for those that don't know, Twitch only lets you have one active user to stream out. So I have to deactivate mine in order for Dan to stream.
Which I don't understand how, companies do it. Companies must have their people on one Twitch account.
I mean, I don't know. To my knowledge, there's not another way to do it, but you can just deactivate that PS4. You know, the way they're doing it is they're doing it through a computer. Their PS4 runs into a capture card.
Yeah.
Or into the computer, and that's how they're doing everything.
Yeah, we're not doing all that.
Yeah, so stream that Destiny. Just don't put it on Mixer, because I don't think I can get it off a Mixer.
You can't get it off Mixer?
Or do it on Mixer and just plug our Mixer channel that I didn't know we had.
I could do that. I think I got to figure out how to do it, because I think I created one for me.
I think I created one, too. I might have created a Gamestitch one, to be honest with you. When I was going to do Cuphead.
Ah.
Who knows? Cuphead. Gotta get back to Cuphead, too.
I got so much stuff I gotta get back to.
Yeah, me too. This has been episode 2, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for joining
87.
us. 87. 87. Thanks for lending us a year. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. You look good. All you
Sound
listeners.
good. Feel good.
Yeah. Look good. Keep being a good person. Keep doing you.
That's right. Keep doing your things.
We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.